Yo, yo, yo.
What
Oh
is
my gosh, this is
good?
all messed up.
Oh,
What
oh
is
my
happening?
goodness. What has happened, Badaki?
What is this? Hold on. We're gonna this is what we do.
Everything's okay, guys. Just give us a second here.
Everything was fine before I even put it on the
This is hilarious.
What is
This is
this?
actually
It's
hilarious.
actually Streamlabs
What
that
in the
went
world is
that went
going on?
kaput. It's okay.
Put.
We fixed it. This is why we're here. This is why we do this. It's the holidays.
Absolutely kaputs. What's up, everybody? Hey, guys, why don't you go ahead and drop a like right now for the technical difficulties? Why don't you go ahead and show some love? Say, you know what? Even though there's technical difficulties, I'm going to drop a like because I know these guys got me.
All right.
We're going to answer every single question. Hope
We
everyone's having
should.
a happy holiday.
Yeah, honestly. Happy holidays. Hope you're spending a
Um,
good time with your family. I mean, wow. Am I right?
Honestly, this is a very interesting way. I'm not sure that we've ever started this way.
No, it's pretty weird. I'm actually gonna flip you, just so you look.
Yeah.
It looks like we're looking at each other.
This is so funny.
Wow,
All right.
we're back.
Here we are. We made it, guys. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to be answering all of your week 16 start sit questions. Here's how it works, okay? Drop a question in the comment, in the chat, okay? We always go through every question. We answer everything that you guys want to know the answer to. Feel like we help people a lot. We get a lot of DMs, so hopefully we can keep doing that. It's a crucial week, Badaki, isn't it? It's
It,
absolutely crucial.
look, it's massive, especially for me. I mean, I'm in the playoffs. This is the fantasy championship. But you know, for some of you guys, it's not. For some of you guys, you have one more week. But if you guys have that, you know, that the championship now, shout out to you. And if you have another week, you got to make it. You know. Hello.
All right.
That was so laggy. You're lagging.
All
hard.
right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. You good?
Sorry, my AirPods are like literally, wow, so much technical difficulties right now, guys. All right, I'm just not gonna use any AirPods and just believe that I sound good on the live stream.
You
Um,
definitely sound good on the live stream.
all right, cool. You know what's so annoying about AirPods? I don't know if anyone else has it. When I try and connect it just to my phone, my computer, my Mac, just does not allow that. It's like, no, I have to be connected too. I'm sorry. This is how it works. I have to be connected to the AirPods. It's like my Mac has FOMO or something.
Really?
So
That's weird.
yeah. Anyway, shout out to Apple. All right, guys. You know how this is gonna work. Drop your questions. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet? Hit the like button. Why doesn't everyone? There's 9 people watching right now. If everyone on 3, I'm gonna count us down. If we can all drop a like at one time, that's just going to help more people find the Fantasyland fam community. So let's do it together. We're going to answer all the questions. We promise you. You guys know this by now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Drop a like. Everyone drop a like. Let's see where we can get to.
Huge.
All right. Here we go. Let's start answering some questions, Badaki, from the top. From the top. Make it drop. Okay.
Wow.
Who is our very first question, Badaki, today?
What is it? Elisha? How you say that?
Elisha,
Bro.
bro.
Elisha
What do you mean,
Miller.
Alicia?
Elisha. I don't know. Some people pronounce it differently. You know.
Not Alicia, bro. It's Elisha. What's
Alicia.
wrong with you?
Elisha. Nah,
It's
John.
Elijah.
Elijah
Something
Miller. He says Kittle or Tanyan.
Yeah, and we had a pretty big not argument, but a lot of discussions with people today, or this week rather, just about George Kittle. And I just want to remind people, guys, it's George Kittle. Has he been injured? Yes. But if he's going to be cleared to play, he's going to have top 5 ceiling automatically when he comes back. I don't care who the quarterback is. Kittle's going to get his targets. There's only 3 people I am starting over George Kittle this week. and one of them I'm questionable about. The first one
Mm-hmm.
is obviously Travis Kelce. The second
Right.
one is Darren Waller. And
Right.
the third one, which I'm not sure about, is Mark Andrews. Are you starting Mark Andrews or George Kittle? Like, all this is with the expectation that he plays because he could not play still.
Right.
So, what are your thoughts?
Um, I don't know, man. I personally am leaning Tanyan, and let me tell you why. Really, is because he's been secure. You know, obviously, I know I know Travis is gonna come in and get that work, but what if he's a decoy? You know, what if he's this guy that's gonna come in and
You mean George?
sorry, yeah, George Kittle. He's gonna come in and just try to move the field around. Where I feel like Tanyan is secure right now, and I know
No, he's not though. I mean, like, yeah, he's done well, but I still don't feel like he is a secure option over a George Kittle.
bro, he's had
Personally,
the last 5 games.
dude, he had 3 targets for 18 yards last week. The touchdown is the only reason he was not on our trash list.
Every single
That's the
game,
only reason.
he scored a touchdown.
Yes,
Not
I know.
not every single. The last 5 games, he scored a touchdown.
I know, but I'm still gonna take my bets on George Kittle over Robert Tonyan. We might not agree on this one.
I think the reason why I want Tanyan is because this is going to be a hard 4 game. This is going to be a lot of points that's going to be scored, I believe, in this game. It's going to be somewhat of a shootout if you consider Derrick Henry running the ball as a shootout. But I find Tanyan. I think Tanyan will find the end zone again this week. Obviously, he only had 3 targets. I think I like the security. No, I have confidence. I feel like he is going to get a touchdown this game. That's how I feel. Where George Kittle, I feel like he's kind of like I said, I think he can come in and play the decoy. He's probably going to be, if he does play, I think he's going to be limited on snaps. I think that he won't be that guy that they're going to be looking for every time. Personally, I think they're going to run the ball a lot more than what we think. But that's just my opinion. I think I would lean more Tanyan in this scenario. But I get it. I get the whole Kittle situation.
Yeah.
For
Look,
sure.
I feel like it's something I've lived by forever. You start your stars. George Kittle is an absolute star in this league. And if he is playing, there's no way he's on my bench unless I have one of those 3 guys that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Kelce, Waller, or Andrews. That's how I feel. So we're going to see this differently, guys. This happens sometimes. And hopefully you'll be able to just make a decision based off what you feel. At the end of the day, I just want to remind everyone, we can tell you what we think, but you have to make the decision. We never want to be the reason you have won or lost, but we're going to tell you what we think. And every answer is based off of what we would do if it was our team. So we take it seriously. Regardless, I'm going Kittle. He's going Tanyan. Kittle might not play, so you might not even have to worry about it. I think that is your best scenario. All right, Thomas, what's up, my guy? What's good, my guys? My favorite fantasy football channel. I love that. I love to hear that. Let's quickly go to Thomas's question. We'll get to you, Zell TV. I promise you. He says Jalen Hurts or Baker Mayfield. I think it's pretty safe to say we both would say Jalen Hurts, but I don't know. Maybe you feel differently.
I think both of these guys are must starts. Baker is playing the Jets, and Hurts has been absolutely amazing, and he's playing the Cowboys. So, look, the NFC East is still wide open. They're all trying to make the playoffs. He's going to be throwing the ball. I would lean Hurts purely because I think it's going to be more of a shootout, where Baker, they're going to run the ball on the Jets. That's my opinion.
All right. Okay. All right. We're going to get to Zell TV's question. Can we please just ask a favor from everyone watching right now? Could you just drop a like for us and make sure you're subscribed? That just helps us find more people to be in this community along with you guys. We're going to help you out. Just help us out by doing that.
Yeah.
All right. So Zell TV has 2 questions, a little double header for us. So it's Hurts or Watson, and then Robinson or Gibson. And to be honest with you, that Robinson or Gibson one's probably going to be figured out for you based off of the injury reports that come out later this week.
Yeah.
I don't see a scenario where both James Robinson and Antonio Gibson play. Maybe they do, but let's just say both are playing Badaki. Who are you going if both do suit up this week?
I'm probably going James Robinson.
Okay, just
Uh,
because he's the
he
target monster,
Yeah,
volume king.
he's more secure. He's not sharing the ball with anyone. Where Antonio Gibson, he could be limited. Once again, with that injury, he has a turf toe, which is not easy injury to come back from. And J.D. McKissick went off last week, and I feel like if Antonio Gibson is going to come back, it's just more on a rest basis for J.D. McKissick potentially. But who knows? I personally think
Yeah.
James Robinson will kind of bounce back to what he normally does.
All right, I'm comfortable to say James Robinson as well. As a Washington fan, I'm comfortable to say that as well. I think that's a good call. Hurts or Watson? That is going to be a really tough one to predict here, Badaki, because both quarterbacks have similar ceilings. If obviously from last week, Jalen Hurts dropped 40 points and sent my ass out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, it's safe to say they both have a 40-point ceiling. Is there a particular way you lean? I mean, Deshaun Watson is with Cincinnati. Jalen Hurts is against Dallas. Dallas is probably the better matchup, but Dallas has been playing pretty decently as of late. So
exactly. So that was going to be my my 2 cents into that. I think Dallas is playing obviously to win a playoff chance. Okay, everyone in the MC East is playing to make it to the playoffs. Where the Bengals aren't really playing for anything; they're just playing for more like pride's sake. So that's still it's just as good as trying to make it to the playoffs, I guess you can say. But I think Deshaun Watson has a better upside here. I think Jalen Hurts is actually going to be capped at a certain amount of points. I think there's enough film now for this Cowboy defense to kind of see Jalen Hurts. They saw 2 games against the Saints and the Cardinals for Jalen Hurts, and I don't think he's going to score more than 25 points, in my opinion.
that would have been beautiful if that was last week, because I would be in the championship. I'm so salty.
So
It is what it is, but I don't know. I kind of see your argument, but maybe I'll be devil's advocate for a second here. Wouldn't you say that the Eagles and the Cowboys are both playing for something?
absolutely.
So maybe there's like a better chance that is a shootout compared to Watson's scenario. I don't know. Both the teams, the Eagles and the Cowboys, still could win this division somehow. I don't know. I mean, there's more to play for with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, you're right. I think the reason why I don't think that is because it's a divisional game. They see this team, twice a year, and this is the second time. And did they lose early in the season?
Who?
The Eagles. Who won earlier in the season?
Oh my gosh, I can't remember, to be honest.
I'll tell you right now. I'm about to pull that up. Dallas. It doesn't say. It doesn't say win or loss.
Yeah, no, they won against the Cowboys November 1st.
Right.
And that's when Ben DiNucci was starting, so I don't really think we can judge that game all that well. I mean, they lost 9-23 against Ben DiNucci. So anyway, I think we have a saying, you start your stars, and Deshaun Watson is without a doubt a superstar. Jalen Hurts, there's only a 2-game sample that you can say, I really like what I see.
Yeah.
So I think with a fantasy championship on the line, I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen. We don't have that crystal ball, but we would have to probably both say Watson, because I'm comfortable betting, my fantasy playoffs on him over Hurts thus far. So, yeah. All right. Enrico says, "What's up, boys? Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I hope you're with some family. Maybe you're watching this with family right now. What's up? Hello, everybody. Hello, mom, dad, uncles, nephews,
Imagine.
nieces, cousins.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. But good to have you on the stream, Enrico. We're going to get to your question in a second. Thomas says, Gronk or Hooper? I have lost trust in Ebron. I don't think you can start Austin Hooper, so I think we're both going to say Gronk.
Correct.
There.
Correct.
Okay. Some things we want to analyze together, and some things are just a little bit easier for us to decide. And I think that one's a bit easier. So we would say Gronk. Enrico says, I'm leaning Wilson over Gaskin. I think Ahmed is going to take too much away from Gaskin. Agreed. I don't know why I'm blanking. I'm still trying to figure out who Wilson is.
Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson? Sorry. Yeah. I personally would probably agree with that, Badaki. But what do you think? Are you starting Jeff Wilson over Miles Gaskin? I don't think that Ahmed's going to take tons of touches, but to be fair, there's a realistic possibility it could be a split backfield because we didn't see Ahmed with Gaskin really when he had those opportunities when he was healthy.
Yeah, I think that there is a possibility that will happen. I think that they can. Miles Gaskin is just really talented. Ahmed's talented as well, which is interesting. This could be running back by committee next year
Totally.
with Ahmed coming in.
That's the thing. Sorry to interrupt. It's just like if Ahmed was just whiffing every week, it would be a different story. But this dude had 24 touches last week,
Yeah.
a touchdown, and over 120 yards. That's that kind of production that a team is just going to laugh at. So I think I would lean Jeff Wilson because the volume might be there over Miles Gaskin. But
yeah,
is that fair?
It's definitely fair. I think that, man, I think for security, you go Wilson. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Don't you think he's going to be getting the touches? He's not going to be sharing the ball with anyone.
I think so.
I mean, yeah. Who else is there? Hasty.
Yeah. Especially on the goal line. I mean, I think we can all agree we don't know what this running back room is going to look like. We think Jeff's a guy. Anything can happen with Shanahan.
Well, you know what's funny?
What we know for sure is that Wilson is the goal line back.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is that the 49ers are playing the Cardinals, quote unquote, at home. But the Cardinals field has been the 49ers home for the past 3 weeks. So it's the 49ers is like, oh,
that's hilarious.
We're playing at home. So it's kind of essentially both a home game for these two teams.
It's actually a home game for Arizona, technically.
Yeah.
Like it actually is just a home game for Arizona.
But like
that's really interesting.
I think that
what if Arizona was thinking that way? They were like, yeah, come, you can use our stadium.
Yeah,
and then we have another home game.
But these guys are comfortable, the 49ers are comfortable here. They've been playing, there's a lot that goes into it in the preparation and the mindset for these teams. And I think the 49ers, Jeff Wilson has a better opportunity than Miles or Ahmed. I mean,
okay, so we're both officially going Jeff Wilson then.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. I love when we can both agree on something because it feels like we help people more. Hey guys, if you could just drop a like on this video for us, that would mean so much to us. We're going to answer every single question. If you're not subscribed yet, just go ahead and subscribe. We always bring great content. But let's answer the next question. Thomas says, Fournette, Marquise Brown, or Mike Davis at flex. And this is I think Marquise Brown, we might both agree, throw him out of the question.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is really Fournette or Mike Davis. And Fournette, your initial response is Mike Davis volume. But Fournette is the only back there. And he's playing Detroit, which gives up the most points to running backs. It makes it a much harder decision, I think. Don't you agree?
It definitely does make it harder. I see why, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself in my head. I'm leaning Fournette. I think sorry. I'm leaning Fournette. Point blank. Period.
Okay.
Does that? I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I actually didn't explain. And let me tell you why. Like you said, Fournette doesn't have anyone else. Shady, yeah. I don't think he's gonna get touches. Okay, CMC is out or is doubtful to play currently, and I think they're gonna be running the ball with Curtis Samuel. Not a ton,
Yeah,
Curtis Samuel.
He's gonna have a role though.
Yeah, he has a role exactly. Mike Davis, he has the opportunity, but he's playing against this Washington team. This Washington team is really good against the run. They gave Chris Carson freaking 9 points to fantasy, but obviously Carlos came in
Okay.
for that big run. Look, I think you have to go Fournette here. He has a perfect opportunity. Plus, he's playing the Lions. Let's tell you how many points the Lions give to running backs right now.
The most. There's not another team that gives up more points to the running back position.
Say no more.
Than the Lions.
Why are we arguing then? Why are we having a conversation?
No, we're not arguing.
Not arguing, but you know what I mean. Having a conversation. It's Fournette, point blank. Period.
I think the one thing that people would say is, well, he didn't get, 20 touches, but in a game that they were down most of the game, classic Atlanta, right? I mean,
right.
If Atlanta ever has a lead, bet on the other team at halftime if you have a chance. But in a game where, Atlanta was up a lot, Fournette still got 14 carries. And by the way, 5 targets, 3 catches. If he can get 3 catches every game, that raises his ceiling significantly while Ronald Jones is obviously out.
Yeah.
So I think for me, the pros are probably going to tell you, any big analyst out there is probably going to say Mike Davis, but I think we're both going to lean Fournette here, something that we're comfortable with. So Fournette for both of us to lock it in.
Correct.
What's up, Kevin? Kevin, my guy, Kevin Chiang on the chat. Hey, guys, just a reminder, we're going to answer every single question. So just drop your questions in the chat. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you could do us a favor, drop a like. That just helps other people find us. So we're going to help you. You help us out by dropping a like on the video. All right, Kevin, let's answer your question here. Kevin says, should I start Jalen Hurts over Aaron Rodgers? I'm projected to be down 11 points. Also, Hunt or Pollard for running back. And if Kittle doesn't play, Schultz or Hooper. Okay, so that's a 3-part question.
Look, quarterback, you have to start Aaron Rodgers, point blank, period. Okay? I think that there shouldn't be an argument there, so that's easy. We're going to tell you to start Aaron Rodgers. Do we agree on that?
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm projecting to be
start
down.
Your stars.
Hunt or Pollard for running back. Sheesh. I'll probably go Tony.
By the way, there's a chance though that Zeke plays this game.
If Zeke does not play, I'm going Tony. Tony Pollard.
Okay. Against Philadelphia?
Yes.
Okay.
That's who I would start.
Because the Jets are the team that the Browns are playing.
Yes, you're right. I think that it could be.
But I agree. I wanted to just put all that we knew out there on the table and then quickly discuss it. But
right. Look,
I think if Zeke doesn't play, you're right. It is Pollard for the volume.
Yeah, for the volume and for the opportunity, all those touches is gonna come his way. Like Kareem Hunt only got 7 carries last week, something like that. Yeah. Something. It wasn't much. Obviously, they were up. They were up by 15 points, 20 points, against the Giants, and he still didn't get that much opportunity.
What's crazy is I have a theory. If you listen to the podcast this week, I have a theory that I'm pretty confident the Cowboys, if they had a choice, would not have Zeke on the roster anymore. The amount of money that is owed to him, it just hurts them in so many areas. And I have no doubt that they would like to trade him this offseason. I have no doubt that they would prefer Zeke to be in a different uniform next year. I just don't know if they're going to be able to find a home that's going to take that much money. All that being said, anyway, even if Zeke is on the edge, this could be a, chance to prove what I'm feeling. Maybe they sit him to rest him again and Pollard gets that opportunity. All that being said, look at the targets in the passing game for Pollard last week.
Yeah, it's
9
crazy.
9 targets, 6 receptions. If you can get, 4 receptions a game, he got 6 on 9 targets. If you can get 4 receptions a game, that makes him way safer. So I think all that to be said, we're saying 100% Rodgers. We're both in on Pollard if Zeke doesn't start. If Zeke does start, obviously you go Hunt. And then the last question is if Kittle doesn't play, Schultz or Hooper. And I think it's safe to say we would both say Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Dalton. Let me just give an example because I know Hooper went off last week. I think he had 15 plus points. He scored a touchdown.
Yep.
It's not going to happen again. I know he's playing the Jets, and I know you want to think that. I think you have to think about what are the Browns good at and who are they playing. They're amazing at the run. Kareem Hunt and, you know, Nick Chubb are going to be having opportunities. I also think Rashad Higgins is going to have opportunities in the passing game. I don't think Austin Hooper as much. I think he'll get a bit of some targets. I don't think everyone's going to eat here. I think there's only a certain amount of people that you can kind of really hone in on, and that's Jarvis, that's Kareem Hunt, and that is Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think we both would lean Schultz there. And it's like, Schultz is probably never going to give you a 20-point game, but he's always going to give you a safe volume of that 7 to 10 sort of point game.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know that Hooper has that floor, unfortunately. His floor is much lower. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Austin Hooper had 0 points.
They were rotating. They were rotating as well.
Yeah, and they love that rookie tight end, by the way, that they have, Bryant.
Yeah.
So anyway, something to consider. I love that we all three of those in that question, we all answered the same way. I love that.
Yeah.
Mark's the boss. Looks like he's a 49ers fan from his logo. And I have a little bit of beef with the 49ers because I could have started any other defense last week, week 15, and I would be in the finals right now. Literally any other defense I could have started, and I would be in the finals this week.
Sometimes you just got to move on,
It hurts, it hurts. I do need to move on. You're right. But let's answer Mark's question. We'll get back to Thomas's quickly. But Mark says, Russ or Hurts? I love that there's so many Hurts questions because he's a very relevant player right now. Let's answer that one first, and then we'll get to the rest of his questions because there's a looks like maybe a flex question potentially. But by the way, guys, when you ask questions, just make sure you're very specific. Is it a PPR, half PPR, standard league? Is there a super flex? Is there 2 quarterbacks? What are we working with? If you give us the best, to work with, we can give you the best answer back. So, Badaki, the first question is Russell Wilson or Jalen Hurts? And Russell Wilson has not been a superstar in fantasy as of late.
No, he hasn't. Look, I think you still have to go Russ here. Okay. I believe that he is going against the Seahawks. Not the Seahawks. He's going against the Rams. This game is going to be a shootout. I genuinely believe that. The Rams are a really good defense against the run. I think Chris Carson is going to be held back. And I think they need to start working on what they're good at, and that's for Russ to cook. They need to get the ball into DK's hands. They need to get the ball into Tyler's hands. Both of those guys haven't had the best of games. This is the best.
I actually don't see it the same way.
Okay.
Because I own Russell Wilson, and I know how frustrating it's been second half of the season because you had such an expectation that, oh my gosh, literally until week 8, Russell Wilson was scoring 30, 40-point games every week. And last time he faced the Rams, we can see what happened. And he put up under 10 points, 9 points in fantasy, or probably less if you have a 4-point touchdown league. And since then, only twice has he gone over the 20-point threshold. LA they give up the fewest points to quarterbacks.
You're right.
Is Russell Wilson a star? Yes, he is. But I'm looking at Jalen Hurts, and to be honest, they are allowing him to have the keys to the city. They're saying, prove to us that you're that guy in Philly. And last week he said, yeah, okay, I will show you I'm that guy in Philly. And there's no doubt that the game plan is Jalen Hurts allow him to be himself there. The matchup's better. I'm leaning Hurts. That's how I see it personally.
Yeah, look, I definitely see where you're coming from. I just think that it's kind of like what you always say: who would you rather ride or die with? And I would rather ride or die with Russell Wilson every single day of the week. I know Jalen Hurts has been doing his thing, but I'm not confident in starting him if I had Russell on my bench.
Yeah, I get that. All right, well, we're not going to see eye to eye on that one, unfortunately. So I'm going Hurts. He's going Russ. You might have to make your own decision there. And his last question was Ayuk, Bernard, Pollard, or Robbie Anderson in half-point PPR. I'm assuming this is a flex question.
Right.
And this is hard. This is really difficult. And maybe Pollard's the right answer if Zeke is out.
Yeah.
But if Zeke plays, maybe Ayuk. I'm not confident in Gio Bernard putting up a game like he did last week again.
No. I think I would
it was
lean.
a great game, but it's just not something I'm gonna count my money on. He has been the starter since week 7, I think, and after the bye week, from week 10 to week 14, that's 5 games. He didn't score above 10 points.
Yeah.
So I don't think that I'm betting my money on Gio personally. So we'll mark him out. I think we can maybe mark Robbie out because he's been a little inconsistent. So that leaves Pollard or Ayuk. Ayuk's been balling out. Can you sit Ayuk for Pollard?
If Zeke doesn't play, if Zeke doesn't, if Zeke doesn't play, it's Pollard all the way, and if Zeke plays, it's Ayuk. I think that's kind of what you said. I think that's probably the best way we can really put it.
Okay, so we agree on that one.
Yeah.
So hopefully that is helpful.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to Zach Jacquez.
Jacquez.
I hope you're from France. You're probably from America somewhere, but that would be cool. Jacquez. Ooh, croissants. Why don't you go ahead and drop a like for our French accents there. Ooh, mamma mia, croissants. By the way, Ratatouille, top 10 animated movie all time?
Top 5.
Question mark? Top 5. Put some respect on Ratatouille's name.
Honestly.
Why don't you go ahead and drop a like for us on this vid? All
Remy!
Right, oh my goodness. All right, Jacquez says Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts 4-point touchdown. Now this is the scenario where I am like, yes, this is where I'm saying you are riding or dying with Josh Allen. Stephon Gilmore is out. I think I'm going Josh Allen, but curious what you think.
Nah, I agree. Josh Allen, point blank, period.
Okay, Josh Allen. And his next question is Josh Jacobs or Gaskin in a full point PPR. I think I would probably go Josh Jacobs. There's not anyone there's not an Ahmed behind him who you have to worry about. I mean, there is Booker, but it looks like, especially that last game, like they utilized Jacobs a ton. He got 26 rushes and 3 targets, so 29 touches. I think I'm going Jacobs. You're going Jacobs, right?
Yep. I agree.
Cool. Thomas says, so would you recommend Hurts over Mayfield? I mean, Mayfield is playing the Jets that want to lose to secure their pick.
Yeah.
Cowboys can fight.
Look, to Thomas' question, the Jets can fight too. Obviously, they only won 1 game, but they beat the Rams, and they completely dominated that team. I don't know if you watched the game, but like I watched that game full, and it was embarrassing for the Rams, and I believe they're going to come out. They have that confidence. They have that swag. They're going to come out, and they're going to give the Browns a 3-and-out for sure. Yeah, they're going to be fighting too. So I'm not saying that Baker Mayfield's a bad start. I'm saying that as much as you think that the Cowboys can fight, so can the Jets.
Yeah, I think Baker's a decent flex this week, but I'm not starting him over Jalen Hurts. Okay, I think we're both pretty solid on Hurts over Mayfield there. What's up, Cole? Hey, guys, if you're watching, I know we say this every once in a while, but just drop a like on the video. We're going to help you and answer all your questions. And all you got to do to help us out is drop a like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You know, that's that win-win scenario or win-win-win scenario. If you know The Office, if you know, you know. Best show of all time, The Office, hands down. Don't even want to talk about it, but all right, Cole, what's up, my guy? Cole says, do I start CMC this week? I'm not sure he's playing, bro.
Yeah.
If I had $100 and I had to bet if he would play or not, you can see at the bottom of the screen it says doubtful to play. I am probably gonna lean he's not playing,
Yeah.
unfortunately. As heartbreaking as that is, right?
Yeah. He's not going to play, and unlucky.
I really wish I would have traded. Could you imagine if I traded CMC for Travis Kelce like week 2?
You could have
Oh
traded
my
CMC to anyone,
goodness.
and they would have sat on him as long as you did.
My
And
team would have been so good. And you know what? It actually makes me question the way I trade next year. Because normally I look at injuries and I'm thinking, let me get this guy on the low. I think I might switch up some of my tactics next year. I don't
yeah,
know.
sign up to the Patreon. You get to know all the tactics.
That's right. Patreon.com/FantasyLandFam. That is the easiest way for you guys to support the show. But Cole's next question was Hines or McKissick. And I think if Gibson's out, then McKissick is the clear start.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I completely agree.
But is it fair to argue that McKissick is the start anyway? Because if Gibson comes back, maybe they don't try and rush him into a full workload just yet. That turf toe takes a long time to fully recover.
Yeah. I believe so as well. I think you still have to start McKissick no matter what in at least a flex position, because I don't think Antonio is going to be getting full reps, even if he does play, in my opinion.
Okay, so we're both saying J.D. McKissick.
Yeah.
All right. Gani Gashi, what's up, my G? He says, okay, I got a bit question. I'm in the finals. I'm a Giants fan. Okay, I'll let Badaki read the rest of this question here then.
All right. So I got a big
Giants
question.
fan to
I'm in the
Giants
finals
fan.
and I'm a Giants fan, and Lamar is my QB, and it's a must-win for the Giants. So kind of don't want to play Lamar. What do I do? Look, I know
It's
you're a
an emotional
Giants.
game.
Yeah, it's definitely an emotional game. You're a Giants fan, and you're Lamar. I think you have to think about it as like it's going to be a win-win. Lamar's going to give you at least 20 points, okay? And the Giants, if they do stop him, they win. And that's how I play. I play when I have a team going against the Giants. So, like, for example, I had Chris Carson playing against the Giants when we beat them. I was happy that the Giants were stopping him, right? But I was also frustrated because Chris Carson wasn't getting at many points. But
Yeah.
it's a bittersweet moment. And when Chris Carson scored that touchdown, I was like, dang, they're coming back. But wow, Chris Carson just got me some points.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to see it that way. You start Lamar. You're happy if he throws a touchdown, but you are equally upset because they let him score a touchdown. You play fantasy with your heart, but when it comes down to your team, you have to separate that fantasy aspect and your team, like you rooting for your team.
Well, that's something I was going to say. The highlight is when you play fantasy, you shouldn't be playing with your heart that much. You should play with your intuition and your gut. But the things you should play with is your head, your intuition, and your gut. Your heart should be left out of it, because then you're going to sit people every week that will blow up against your team.
You want to tell me? Here's a perfect example of playing with your heart and it going wrong. Me having the first pick in the draft. Sorry, the second pick in the draft. Me drafting the first round pick Saquon Barkley because he knows I'm a Saquon fan and I'm a Giants fan.
Yeah.
I have CMC. CMC has his career season, and I traded
CMC last year, not this year.
Yeah, I traded CMC for Saquon Barkley, and Saquon Barkley probably had one of his worst seasons, and that was me playing with my heart. And I was bottom of the leaderboard, so you can't do that.
Don't play with your heart. Don't play with your heart. Start Lamar. All right, Thomas says, A.J. Brown did do well. Do you believe Adams will do better? Devontae Adams is always a start over A.J. Brown, but I think both should be started in almost every scenario. Eckler should do better, and Monty has been excellent. Eckler should definitely do better. He's got a great floor with the passing work. And Monty's been... You have to start Monty, which is... We've said it since we've... last couple of weeks. It's crazy that is real. But you actually have to start Montgomery.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. I'm pretty sure Marks is laughing at the 49ers kicking me out of the playoffs. Thomas says, I'm really not sure who should I put at tight end. Like I can take a shot with Gronk, but I don't know if it will cost me. Yeah, man, with the options that you gave, I think we're both still gonna say Gronk. I just don't think that there's another option you gave that we like better. Definitely not Hooper.
Yeah.
All right. The real Miller, what's up, my guy? Says Carson, Eckler, or Bell. I love Bell, but I think we're both gonna leave Bell out of this conversation purely because the Chiefs typically, um, you know, they on inside the 5 yard line, it feels like more likely for them to do a trick play or a pass play with Patty than a goal line rush
Yeah.
with a running back.
Right.
Is it you or everyone? Someone says, "Am I lagging? What's going on with the live right now?"
I don't know. It says it's fine on my end. Maybe
I think we're back. I think we're back. Thumbs up if we're back in the chat. Are we back from everyone?
It's good now. Okay. Cool. You guys cut out too.
All right. Cool.
All right. We'll just say what we said before. We think Chris Carson and Austin Eckler are the best opportunity for you to win. We don't think that you should start Le'Veon Bell or anything because we just don't trust him.
No, we think he could have a great day. That could happen.
Yeah.
But we think it's more likely for the other two guys to have better days just because the Chiefs have never been that team inside the 5 to just do a goal line rush. They always have something up their sleeve. So the question really, I guess, is Carson or Eckler. And I think I'm going Austin Eckler. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah. Austin Eckler. I'm starting both of them because I got both of them. But yeah, if I had to choose one, I'm starting Austin Eckler because Chris Carson's playing the Rams.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Browns or Chargers defense from Thomas there. Let's see. I'm just looking at everyone's questions. Everyone's saying we're good. We're back. All right. Yeah. Just drop a like for us coming back to you. We're almost 50 minutes in and we're still answering questions. Drop us a like, just show some love, drop a subscribe. We're gonna keep helping you guys out. Drop your questions as well. Drop it all. Drop it like it's hot. What the heck? Please stop, Zach. Stop. Okay. The question from Thomas was Browns or Chargers. There's few things that are harder to predict than defense. And I'm not going to say what happened to me in the playoffs again. But this is a really hard one to predict. I think we're probably going to both lean the Browns, but maybe you see it differently.
No, I would definitely leave the Browns. I also think the Chargers are a good flex option this week as well. I believe that. I picked the not flex, but stream option.
Yeah, okay, right.
I picked the Chargers because I expect Drew Luck to throw at least an interception, maybe a forced fumble, maybe a couple sacks. So that's how I'm seeing it. But I would definitely lead the Browns. I think both of those teams are good to start, those defenses.
Okay. Cool. I like it. We're both going to go the Browns. Does Rodgers have a higher ceiling this week or Hurts? I mean, we've obviously seen that Jalen Hurts has a pretty high ceiling, but against Tennessee, I think Tennessee is going to be able to put up points with Derrick Henry, and I think that means Aaron Rodgers is going to have to put up points. So I would say Aaron Rodgers might have the higher ceiling, and he is the clear start for us.
Yeah.
You got to start your stars. No one's thrown more touchdowns, and I have to respect, I was wrong. I did not think Aaron Rodgers would be a top 5 quarterback this year. And I'm sitting here telling you, yes, I was wrong. He is a top
5 quarterback. Wow, who would have thought? Not in the beginning of the season.
Thought?
Not in the beginning of the season we would have thought that. No way.
No, and no one's put up more touchdowns this year than Aaron Rodgers. So you must start him.
He's lucky that Daniel Jones got hurt. He's lucky.
Stop it. Stop it with this blasphemy on the freaking screen. You're hilarious. Blendon saying, "Hey, Gani." Oh, we got some people who know each other in the chat. Gani's got another question. He says, "Thank you, guys." Yeah, of course, bro. We got you. Love when people say thank you. It's so polite. He says, "Do I start David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell, or Robbie Anderson at flex?"
Wow.
Um, you know what's hard about this question is all three of these guys feel like a trap game this week. Like all of them. I'm gonna
Uh,
let you start us off because
I
I want to hear what
I
you
don't
think.
see that. I feel out of these three, I think I would be happy starting Robbie purely because he still got the targets. I know he was a bust last week. He had 11 targets last week. He only caught 3 of those targets. I believe that their number one guy, which is currently not Robbie, it's going to be, in my opinion, DJ Moore. Who's your top cornerback?
Sorry,
Who's your top cornerback in Washington?
Kendall Fuller.
He's going to be guarding DJ Moore, I believe. Okay, that means Robbie's going to be in the slot. I'm not saying you don't have enough talent anywhere else. I just believe that Robbie has the better opportunity out of these guys. I think David Johnson has a good opportunity against the Bengals, but Bengals are here to play as well. They played against the Steelers. They shut the Steelers out completely. And Le'Veon Bell, I don't think they're going to be utilizing him as much. I think he'll have a couple of opportunities. And if he break, it all depends on the first drive for Le'Veon Bell, I believe. If Le'Veon Bell has an amazing first drive, Andy Reid is going to be like, let's do it. But
Okay.
in my opinion, I think I still start Robbie. I like Robbie. He got 11 targets last week. I expect him to do the same. I expect him to catch the ball. Robbie is going to have opportunity. I truly believe it.
Okay, so you're going Robbie. You're not even questioning it.
I'm not questioning it. If I had to pick two, it would be Robbie or David Johnson. If I had to pick one, I'm going Robbie purely because of the targets.
I'm gonna slightly lean David Johnson because Romeo Cornell said that they were gonna change the way they used him, and then he went out last week and he got 11 receptions. Like that's just saying something and showing the proof. So it's a small sample size, but I mean, it's pretty fair to say Robbie Anderson could have a great game, but he also could have under 10 points.
Yeah.
And I think David Johnson's got a safer floor. So I'm saying David Johnson. Badaki's saying Robbie. Kittle or
11
Waller at
targets.
tight end.
Sheesh.
11 receptions last week.
Was that like
Not even targets.
was
Receptions.
those screens? I need to look back at the game. Were they like screens?
A lot of it was screens. They were down, but I mean, 11 receptions seems very intentional. It doesn't seem like an accident to me.
Right. It looks like Deshaun probably just went to the check down a lot, and DJ was there.
Yeah. So I think there's a safer floor there with DJ. Gani has another question here. He says Kittle or Waller at tight end. I think Waller is one of those three guys I am starting with confidence over Kittle.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see it the same way, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We'll get into the questions where everyone
Came back.
lagged out a little bit, but we're back. All right. The next question here is from the Real Miller. Drop your questions, guys. We got a lot of people watching here, so go ahead and drop your questions. Almost 10 people watching. Wow, welcome to the stream. Drop any questions you have. The Real Miller says, for my flex standard, do I play QT, Claypool, or Parker? Assuming that's Devontae. Yikes.
QT Claypool.
It's a standard league.
I think you go Kiki.
Really? Kiki, do you love me?
Is either Kiki or
Why
Parker.
is that?
It's either Kiki or Parker. I don't see Claypool getting targets. Obviously, this is standard, so it really.
I don't know.
Parker. I
feel
think
like
I think it's Kiki or Parker.
Claypool. No. I think it's Kiki. I think it's Kiki or Chase, and I just feel like maybe Chase has a better opportunity for a long bomb. I don't know. I mean,
Who are they playing again? They're playing the Colts.
so
And then obviously Bengals are not Bengals. David Johnson. No, I lost the question. QT.
it's QT,
is
Parker.
playing the Bengals. Parker's playing the Raiders. I say
Yeah.
Raiders, bro. I mean, I say Parker or QT purely because I think Boots is going crazy right now. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's the dog. We call it Boots. I think it's
It's
Parker,
about to
bro.
get the boot.
I think it's actually Parker. Hey,
I don't agree at all. I just hate the way Tua plays for fantasy football. Love Tua the person, but the way he makes fantasy assets irrelevant is sad to me. Um, I'm going Kiki QT, and I don't love it. That's a really hard one,
yeah,
Miller.
those are guys that we
Um,
don't like to start at all.
yeah, those are all people we're not looking to start, but I think QT for me is the safest option. Enrico, what's up, my guy? He says Herbert or Hertz. I'm rolling with Hertz as of now. Yeah, this is a question that's very real for a lot of people because people would have either picked up Herbert off the waiver wire or Hertz off the waiver wire. And Badaki, do you trust what you have seen in a bigger sample size with Herbert, or do you trust in the hype of Hertz?
You have to. It's consistency. Like I see how Hertz is going off. Okay,
Yeah.
like, and let me just pull up Hertz stats, bro, because I believe that he is gonna have a downfall game. Just like when Tua came out. He put up 20 points. You know, he put up more points. I'm pretty sure the first game Hertz actually played.
Hertz won't have a downfall game, but I mean, I think it's safe to say Hertz has at least 20 points.
Let me say exactly 20 points. And what's Herbert? That's Herbert's floor, in my opinion. Herbert's floor
Right.
max absolute bottom floor 12 points. Okay, and I think his floor right now, he's definitely gonna throw a touchdown. Hurts for what's his name? Not what's his name. What was Tua's first game? Tua's first game against Arizona, he scored 21 points. Then he went down to
Yeah,
14.
but I feel like that conversation we need to throw out entirely because I mean, they're two very different quarterbacks.
No, absolutely, and I believe that. But I'm talking about like rookie consistency. I'm talking about consistency. I'm talking about numbers, and I'm talking about the digression of a player, especially a rookie. That's going to happen. Yeah. We saw the same thing with Justin Herbert. He came out amazing. Wow, Justin Herbert is this guy. Let's start him. Pick him up. Everything's going to happen. I believe it's the same thing with Jalen Hurts. Okay, I hope no one's expecting him to put up a 40 points. If he does, that's amazing. I don't see him putting more than 25 points up. I think he's gonna start to find he's gonna start to find his cap. Defenses is gonna start to find how to stop him. I don't know. That's how I'm comparing. I'm comparing it to the three other guys, right?
Okay.
Herbert went off the first couple weeks. Wow, this guy's amazing. Tua, he went off for 2 weeks and then it went downfall. He played Denver. They played Cincinnati. Denver, he has 7 points. The Chargers, he has 14. Cincinnati, he has 16. Right? And then they signed him for the Jets. And then against the Jets because Matty Fitz came back. Something like that. I don't know, man. I don't like it.
I'm just listening in. I think what is safe to say is there's not a bad option.
No.
You know, I think there isn't a terrible option here, but I think from what it sounds like, you're going to go Herbert.
Yes, I'm definitely going Herbert without a question. I think you have to trust him. He's your guy. You've seen a lot more out of Herbert. You've seen a lot more consistency. You know how he plays. Obviously, this offense has been iffy since Austin Eckler's come back, and that's has been a really big conversation. We saw what he can do with Eckler on the field last week against the Raiders. I mean, obviously Denver is a different team, you know.
I'm gonna throw, because I think this is pretty big to talk about. If Keenan Allen doesn't play or he's limited, then I would be comfortable starting Hurts over Herbert. But if Keenan is playing for sure, then there's no doubt for me. I'm trusting Herbert. I'm trusting what I've seen, even though the matchup isn't as good as Hurts. So for me, it is Herbert. But if Keenan doesn't play, I am going to lean Hurts slightly because of the matchup. So
I mean, I
Hopefully
get
that
it.
helps.
I definitely get it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd still rather would go Herbert. Just,
Yeah.
I know the Denver defense is good. You know, like I know that's a thing. It's decent. They don't give up that many points to quarterbacks. They actually give up what the
Dude, okay, like no disrespect to any Broncos fan, but like let's not sit here and pretend that they haven't given up tons of points to the quarterback position.
nah, for sure.
Okay. They currently give up the eighth most points to the quarterback position. That's in the top third in the league. So I don't think it's a bad matchup either way. I just think if Herbert has his guy, I'm starting him. But if he doesn't have his guy, then I'm gonna trust Jalen with the matchup. But I mean, let's be honest, guys. In the championship, most of you are in your championships right now. You are gonna have to make the decision: am I gonna trust the little that I've seen, or am I gonna trust the bigger consistency that I've seen so far? And I think that's what Badaki and I are saying is we have seen Herbert be consistent, and we would roll with him if Keenan is healthy. If
Yeah.
Keenan's not healthy, I'm going Hurts.
Even if Keenan's still not healthy, I'm still going Hurts. That's how I feel.
Okay. Wait. I thought you were going Herbert. Now you just switched.
Sorry.
up.
Well, if Keenan's not healthy, I'm still going Herbert.
You're still going Herbert.
That's what I
Okay,
meant.
sorry,
Not
sorry.
I said Hurts.
Herbert Hurts.
Herbert
It's all
Hurts.
similar.
Yeah.
Okay, so just because we talked tons about that question, sometimes we really dive into something. To clarify, Enrico, I'm going Herbert if Keenan is playing. If he's not playing, I'm going Hurts. And Badaki is going Herbert regardless. Okay, next question. Thomas, he says, so since Brown and Adam
AJ Brown
are going to be in the same game, I see a lot of passing. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think, to be honest, the Titans' game plan is always going to be let's run the ball and take as much clock as possible. But you're facing Aaron Rodgers, and he's going to be able to score.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a possibility for a shootout of sorts, right, Badaki?
Yeah, that was my argument in the podcast. I was just like, I think that this game is going to be a high-scoring game. I think that AJ Brown is going to struggle a little bit because he's going against Jair Alexander. I think he still will get the ball. He will still get targets and touches. But, I mean, I believe Corey Davis will have a big game. I believe Jonnu Smith can see some action. And Derrick Henry, obviously, this Green Bay defense gives up the most points to running backs, or now technically I think they're second or third against the run now, giving most points allowed to running backs. So I still think they're going to run the ball, but I think if there's going to be someone that is hurt out of this whole team, the Titans team, it's going to be AJ Brown. Purely because of the matchup against Jair.
But you have to start both of them.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no question you're starting both of these guys. Blendon, what's up, my guy? Welcome to the stream. Hey, guys, if you could do us a favor, if you haven't liked the video, it's actually super easy. Just drop us a like. That would mean so much to us. And subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. We're trying to continually grow this community. It's been a great first year. And if it's your first time watching, welcome to FantasyLand fam.
Yeah.
So glad to have you here. We're going to keep answering all your questions. I did not expect this many questions week 16, but I'm loving it. I can't wait for next year, guys. We're genuinely so hyped for the offseason and next year. I'm so excited for before week 1 to do this live stream because I feel like we're going to have so many questions. So many people have been great this year. Anyway, Blendon's question is Jarvis Landry or DJ Chark? I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're both not trusting DJ Chark at all, right?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Okay, so that's an easy one for us. Jarvis Landry is Baker's favorite target, and they're playing the Jets. I feel pretty comfortable in saying I would bet my money on Jarvis.
Yeah.
You feel the same?
Yes.
Okay. So Gronk over Ebron, Smith, Akins, and Irv Smith. Yeah. We feel comfortable. I'm going to speak for you. Starting Gronk over all those guys, right?
Yeah. You have to.
Okay. Awesome. We got a couple questions that we're gonna get to here, guys. No stress if you haven't heard your question just yet. But if you have a question you're watching, go ahead and drop that question. We're gonna answer it for you. All right. Enrico has another question here. He says Cooks against Cincinnati looks really good over a hobbled McLaurin versus Carolina, but Higgins could do well against considering Jets run D. What do you guys think? Um, this is kind of this is gonna really battle the mantra we've had all year, which is you start your stars,
Yeah.
right? Um, there was news that was released today that I thought that Dwayne Haskins would be suspended, but it looks like they're gonna deal with it internally. Alex Smith could play, Dwayne Haskins could play, and if either one of those quarterbacks are playing, I'm starting my stars, and Terry McLaurin is a star. I am going to start Terry McLaurin over Cooks and over Higgins, but I'm curious as to what you would say. Maybe people would say I'm biased because I'm a Washington fan, but what do you think there?
Um, no, I completely agree. I think you're right. You have to start your stars. I think there's great opportunity for Rashad Higgins. I don't think Cook has the best opportunity, just purely because I think that defense is a lot better than what we thought they were against that Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Then again, we call them the pretenders, kind of. You have to start Terry, absolutely.
Oh, I love that. There's no hate to any team, by the way. We
No,
love every fan. But Liam, what's up, my guy? Liam Lum, welcome to the stream. He says flex position in Dynasty. I love it. I love Dynasty questions. Dynasty is such a you just play it so differently. It's really enjoyable. Okay, I'm in the finals. Congratulations, bro. Welcome to the stream. Congratulations for making the finals. That's actually a big deal. And he says, and just want to ask, do I put T.Y. Hilton in flex or Tony Pollard? Even with Zeke starting, I am Scottish, so say it in an accent for the lulz. We actually
okay.
have a friend. He's English, but he sounds Scottish to us. His name's Luke. He's in our league. We actually talk about our league on the podcast. And he would be able to do the accent really well. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this
Nah,
accent well.
I can't do that accent. But I mean,
I honestly don't even know where to start.
it will it will
God.
it will probably be
Tony
like
Pollard.
English.
Tony Pollard. I don't know.
It will sound English, I think, for you.
Elliott. Yeah, we're terrible. Americans are notoriously terrible at accents, but dude, that's sick. I love that the NFL is global. I always say that, but I actually just love it.
Yeah.
I think if Zeke doesn't play, then Tony Pollard is the clear start here, Padaki.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's say in this scenario, because he's saying in this scenario Zeke doesn't play or does play, sorry. Then the question is Pollard or Hilton. And I think in that scenario, I'm a little bit more comfortable starting TY because I know what I'm going to get from TY
Yes.
compared to a split backfield of Zeke and Pollard.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's exactly what I was going to say. I definitely do trust T.Y. Hilton now in this scenario, especially against this Pittsburgh defense. I believe that when they play, it's going to be he's going to have opportunity. You know, I think he finds the end zone again this week. He didn't find it last week, but I think he'll find it again. He's had, 4 touchdowns in the last 4 games, so which is pretty good. So I think that he will find the end zone. I think he will be targeted about, let's say, 6 or 7 times, maybe for like 60 yards. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just to clarify though, it is without a question for us. If Zeke is out, then this is a no-brainer Tony Pollard start.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. And it looks like Liam is a Broncos fan. I'm really curious how the Broncos fandom started in Scotland. Like, is there a big following of Broncos fans in Scotland? I don't know. Maybe it was just he liked Peyton Manning when Peyton Manning went there. That's interesting. I'm really curious to know the answer to that. But and I'm glad you didn't take any offense to what we said about the Broncos defense because it's all respect to the Broncos defense. I just think they are a great matchup still. Why don't you read our next question there from Thomas?
Thomas says, yeah, but hear me out. The Chargers are going to be up on the Broncos, which means more running with Hurts. It's different. Sheesh. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that. I think that. Sorry, I just saw Joe. Hi, Joseph. Got
I saw
everyone.
JD.
Everyone, I just want to
Oh my
just paint you a picture, really quick picture. The guy that just said hi, daddies, says big matchup ahead. That's who I'm playing in the finals. Okay, the fantasy finals. And Joe, I really hope that your team does absolutely amazing this week. You know, I hope everyone goes off for you. I hope you win. I really do hope you win. You know, I mean, this is a guy that held his word, his integrity. He was not going to trade, and look at him now. It's
What's
mental.
wrong with you?
It's
You're
mental.
lying to everyone right now.
It's mental.
You're,
Get me
you're
out.
literally lying to everyone.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I hope you win, Joe.
No, he doesn't. He wants to win himself. But all right, let's. Thomas's question was, I get where Thomas is coming from. I'm not sure. I think it could go that way, but I don't think we can really predict any game script.
Yeah.
Mark's the boss. My guy says, should I be worried about AJ Brown? Maybe move Ayuk there instead. No.
And
No.
no, you have to start AJ Brown. Absolutely have
Yeah,
to.
it's yeah. Ayuk is definitely moving himself into that star category, but I am okay going down with the ship of AJ Brown if it needs to happen. He's someone I trust enough to say, you know what, AJ let me down. I'm okay. Like I start my star, and I just don't think that you can sit AJ Brown.
Yeah, I believe
Okay.
it as well.
Cool. Thomas is saying keep AJ Brown in as well. I agree. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good, Thomas. Enrico says you guys helped me make the finals in my rookie season.
That's
After
sick.
I started 1-4, I appreciate all the feedback and help for sure. Trustworthy content consistently. I love to hear that, bro. And he says, charge it.
That's hilarious. Yo, that's for Sammy. Hey, that's hold on. I'm about to take a picture of that.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious because Sam Green, I love Sam Green. He just always brings the best content. And he, for whatever reason, every time he would send a video about the league this year, he would end it and say, charge it. The English boys always have their way. But I love that. I love that you're in the finals, Enrico. And that's awesome, bro. That's actually sick. All right. Liam says, when I was younger, I watched the NFL after bedtime. This is the guy from Scotland, which was after South Park on our local team. So I remember watching Denver with my bro after South Park like 10 years ago. It stuck since. Yeah. It's kind of funny how, you decide to love a team. It just happens.
Yeah.
I grew up on the East Coast. My dad was a Washington fan, and I just became a Washington fan. So I get that. It happens randomly, but yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. I love that. This is actually an international game. It's like NBA is no doubt an international game, but the NFL is just growing so much. It's definitely one of the best games in the world. JD says, put some respect on my name. That's right. Joseph Dickow is in the finals of the Fellowship of the Fantasy Ring. Shout out to you. Shout out to CD Lamb for running that touchdown back and giving me the -2 points. Yeah, it is what it is. He won. So Flatty 1994 Shebs. I'm pretty sure that was
That's
Luke.
Luke. Yeah.
But
Gary. No, that's good.
Enrico says, is old man mustache Gio about to go off this week? I don't think so. I mean, I think he has like a 10 to 13 point game. I think that's more likely scenario than a big game like he had last week. Do you feel the same way?
I think he's going to have a. Before I say similar, let me just pull up what he did really fast.
Okay.
Because I believe that he can have he could replicate.
Nothing but the best research for you right now. Daniel Badaki. Wow.
He had 22 points, 25 carries, 85 yards. I think he will have max 15 to 20 carries. I think he will still get that 80-yard, and a touchdown. I believe that. I definitely see it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
He had two touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns last week.
He has more than than 15 points. I think that's his ceiling this week. So
Yeah.
I would say more of a 10 to 12 point game personally. Excuse me, jeez. So if I can get Pollard, if Zeke doesn't play, is he automatically a flex over Fournette? Is he, Badaki?
So
Is he?
if I can get Pollard,
My voice
and
is high,
Zeke
but is
doesn't
he?
play, he's automatically flex over Fournette. Oh boy.
Is
So Fournette
maybe?
or
I actually think yeah.
you
I
have
actually think yes. Because
to.
if he gets anywhere near the volume he got in the passing game last time, then man, it's a great day for him.
Is it though? Is it?
I
Are
think
you
so.
really starting for? Are you really going to start Tony over Fournette while Fournette is playing the Lions? But
I know.
most points. I
But no. So let me explain why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. As soon as I heard the name Leonard Fournette, while I love the start this week, there's a part of me that's like, there are so many cooks in the kitchen. Gronkowski, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Scotty Miller's even someone there. I don't know. It makes me a little bit hesitant to start him over a guy like Pollard. I love the start, but over a guy like Pollard, if Zeke is out, who's going to have so much volume, can you just leave that volume aside and trust Fournette over? What do you think?
It's definitely is interesting. I don't know.
I think my head does say Fournette, but my gut says Pollard.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good way to kind of hone me in there. My head says Fournette, my gut says Pollard. So, I mean, sheesh, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, it is a hard one, but we're both going to say Pollard then. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. I love it. All right, guys, we got 13 people watching the stream. Imagine how many likes we could get if everyone liked it at the same time.
The same time.
I don't know. Let's try it. Okay. We're going to answer every question. We do this every Saturday. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. But why don't we count down and see how many likes we can get? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Everyone drop a like right now. I already saw the likes go up. Wow. Okay, there we go. We were on 17. We just got 4 likes. Shout out to all 4 of you for doing your thing. And for some reason, we moved back down to 20 likes. So whatever that means. Okay, let's keep answering some people's questions.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Noah Selby says, "Yo, fellas, what's up, my guy Noah? Noah is a Dolphins fan. I love that we know some of the handles here on YouTube now because we've mostly been on Instagram." Thomas, by the way, if Joe Dickow is still listening, he says, "JD, I respect you, but I've been here with Badaki all along. LOL, best of luck." So
shout out to Thomas.
Like he's rooting for you, Badaki.
Shout out to my boy Thomas. What a great opportunity just for Thomas to be here. Joe, I really believe that your team's going to have a great week. I genuinely believe it.
I love it. Okay. Luke Rogers has a question. He says, if you were professional footballers, what position would you play? Badaki, I think you would be an offensive lineman.
No.
What do you think?
I'll be a kicker.
There's no way you would be a kicker. Nah.
I actually wouldn't want to be an offensive lineman. I think I want to be like a nose, not a nose tackle. What's it? DE, like right in the middle, like a
defensive tackle. I think you have to realize that offensive linemen make way more money than most people.
Bro, being in the league, you make money regardless. So
in the league,
I'm trying to do whatever.
Chopper. Do you remember that video? One of the most talented safeties in the league. I put it on my back though. I would probably be the weird little white kid that dad's the coach. I would be like Sean McVay, I think. Not athletic enough to be in the league, but I'm smart enough to maybe do something. So I don't think I would actually make it in the league. I don't know if that makes sense, but
I think the idea
That's a
of
fun
like,
question.
I don't know if
Hey
I
guys,
like
keep
the
dropping your
idea
questions. We're gonna answer them.
of like being offensive lineman.
What?
You know,
We're still talking about this. Why did that hit so hard to home with you?
I don't know. I just
I
don't
was
like.
like, yeah, offensive lineman, and Badaki's like, I cannot get this out of my head. I cannot forget this.
No, I was just like, I don't know. When I played in high school, my coach was like, "Oh, you should be offensive lineman." I was like, oh, "That's boring, bro."
Yeah.
Anyways,
I just saw JD's comment. He said Sean McVay does not belong in the league. Yes, he does. Put some respect on Sean McVay's name, okay? 9-5. I didn't expect him to be 9-5 this year.
he lost to the
Okay,
Jets.
let's keep answering. He did lose to the Jets. You're not wrong. Liam, the guy from Scotland. I love that we have people from Scotland watching. You know what's funny is like our two USA and Australia are our biggest listeners on the podcast. But then in third and fourth is India and Hong Kong. So you know the game is international. I love it. All right. So Liam's question is: do I seriously waiver Trubisky? I drafted Allen Robinson and was proven right. I need to upgrade from Cousins. I have Tannehill, and it's a two quarterback league. So I guess the question is: it's a dynasty league. It's a 2 quarterback league. And he has Tannehill, so you're starting Tannehill, and then I guess the real question is Cousins or Trubisky, Badaki, this week. Cousins or Trubisky, and it's hard. It's a hard one to answer.
I think you have to go Kirk Cousins, because I don't.
No. Do you know who Trubisky is playing?
Yeah, he's playing the Jags.
Let's actually look at this in detail.
Yeah, I know.
I think Mitchell Trubisky is probably the right answer there.
I did it in my head already. Mitchell Trubisky is the right answer. Is technically the right answer, but I think I will start Kirk Cousins purely because of what he's been doing. He's been throwing the ball. They've actually been integrating the ball, the pass a lot more. Obviously Dalvin's still doing his thing, but Kirk Cousins has a good base floor. You know, I think he averages his floor. I think is 15 to 17 points. With Trubisky,
yeah.
Is not there, bro. Hold on. I could be wrong. Let me just double check my Mitch.
I don't know. I just know New Orleans they give up the 6th fewest points to the quarterback position. Whereas you got the matchup in Jacksonville. These aren't like two guys that we're gonna say you're riding or dying. You know, this is where we genuinely would consider matchup. You know, I'm not riding or dying with Trubisky or Cousins. It's like matchup is actually a big deal here, and Jacksonville gives up the 2nd most points to the quarterback position.
I mean, Kirk just throws the ball a lot more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you average out how many,
so you're going Kirk.
I'm going Kirk.
You're officially going Kirk. I'm officially going Mitch. Sorry, Liam. We don't always agree on everything, so you'll have to make the decision there. All right, Alejandro, what's up, my guy? He says tight end has been rough. Ertz, Schultz, or Jared Cook. I think we're both gonna say with confidence Schultz.
Yeah.
From what I know, how you feel about him, is that right?
Yeah, you have to go Schultz. Obviously Ertz had a decent game, and Jared Cook up and down. I still think Jared Cook could find the end zone. He was targeted in the end zone when they were in the end zone, and it was deflected. I think he can find the end zone, but Schultz has,
Safer floor.
Yeah, safer floor.
All right.
We're getting hold on. No.
What?
No, I'm saying like Noah said we skipped the question. Thomas said, Zach, did you see the question? Okay, let's go back up to Thomas. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, what happened? Did I actually skip a question?
Did you see what I say about the Pats? Okay, Thomas, Zach, that's nice. You follow your dad. My dad's a Jets fan, but I was born the Pats beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. Probably why I'm a Pats fan. Do you see that?
Okay.
Do you see that question? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting how everyone develops fandom in different ways, and now's Thomas. I say this to every Patriots fan now. Now's the time to test your fandom, okay? Because I feel pretty strongly that they're going into a full rebuild, or they're going to need to. So
Point blank. Period. If you listen to the
don't
podcast,
waver now.
listen.
Don't waver now. You know, that's where the respect comes from us. Is we're Washington. I'm Washington. He's a Giants fan. Badaki is. That's the respect. When you're with them through the highs and the lows, that's when that fandom is solidified. I'm sure you're a real fan. I'm just saying. I've said this to every Patriots fan.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, the Giants. Giants are a good team. Come on, let's be honest. Shout out to Eli.
Sure.
I miss you, Eli. Love you, Eli. I mean,
I'm not going to allow any more Eli Manning talk on
love
this
you,
podcast, on this live stream. Noah Selby says, sorry, let me ask again. Yeah, I saw your question got retracted. We're going to answer every question, guys, if we haven't gotten to yours. Don't stress. We're going to answer all of them in order. He says, James Robinson, even if healthy, Le'Veon Bell or Pollard. So in this scenario, I think I know your answer already. So let me just break it down. James Robinson, if he starts, is the answer.
correct.
If he doesn't start and Zeke doesn't play, Pollard is the answer.
Correct.
But let's say there's a scenario where Robinson doesn't play, Zeke does play, then that means Le'Veon Bell is the answer.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so we see it all the same way then.
Do you think Le'Veon Bell has a higher floor, a higher floor if Zeke plays? And okay, sorry,
100%.
I'm thinking that Tony still gets the ball and still has opportunity on the field if Zeke's there.
Nah, you have to go Bell if Zeke plays, and
Right.
hopefully Zeke doesn't play for you, because Pollard is a clear start if Robinson doesn't play.
Right. I'm not saying that to not start him.
Scenario.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
saying
for sure.
not to start him.
What a crazy scenario.
But like, imagine if that was the case. Like, I think that if Zeke does play, Tony is still going to get the ball.
Okay, and I just don't think that you can start Tony if Zeke is playing. Regardless of how he's been playing, I think he's been playing well, but I just don't think that you can start him personally. Oh, if Zeke is in there, there's not enough volume to go around. Yeah, Enrico says Pollard is making Zeke look bad. We'll see if Zeke plays. You could be right. Liam Lum says, liked and shared. I appreciate you a lot. All love, Liam. If we could all be like Liam, everyone just drop a like. You never know. And subscribe. Hopefully, if it's your first time watching, welcome. This is a FantasyLand football podcast. My name is Zach. That is Badaki. Great to meet you. Go ahead and drop a subscribe. Drop a like. Would love to have you along this journey with us. It's only year one, but big tings. Big tings, Badaki.
Big tings, I mean, shout out to Patreon.
Yeah, that's right. Patreon.com/FantasyLandFam is the easiest way to support the show. JD says, thanks. Colin B. Ballin, my guy. Colin B. Ballin was the winner of the Devontae Adams jersey, and he just got his jersey in the mail.
Oh, really?
He sent us a video.
Oh, that's sick.
We're gonna post it. We're gonna post it soon. But cool to have you on the stream, my guy. He says, should I start Ryan Tannehill or Jalen Hurts? I think Jalen Hurts is probably the answer for me there, but I'm curious what you think.
Nah, I will go with that.
Ryan Tannehill against Green Bay. Green Bay's pretty good against the pass. And Dallas has not been, for the whole season as a whole, been great against quarterbacks. So I think I'm going Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that yeah, I'll go Hurts over Tanny.
Okay. Noah Selby says tight end is every old wet dream. That's hilarious because it's true. Every time you see a O lineman score a touchdown, they just go crazy. And as much as we hate it for fantasy, they're living out their dreams, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure.
Zach, did you see what I said above? Okay, yeah, we answered that. With Mostert out, Alejandro, we're on your question, my guy. A lot of questions coming in late. I love this. He says, with Mostert out, is Wilson a start? If so, who do you start at flex? Wilson, Hunt, or Cooper? I think we have answered a similar question, and I think we would both lean towards Wilson with the given options, right?
Yes, correct.
Especially because he is that goal line back. There's no one taking the goal line touches from him Right?
Yeah, I think so. There's no one. Yeah, he has no competition in the backfield unless freaking Kyle Shanahan freaking does what he did to us early in the season. But I think, I think it's Jeff Wilson time right now.
All right, I like it. Enrico says I picked up Lil Jordan Humphrey for luck. I'm not sure who Lil Jordan Humphrey is. I don't know if I get the.
Adam Humphries, maybe.
Do you know? Maybe Lil Jordan Humphreys.
No, Jordan
I'm
Humphrey.
trying to get. Oh, okay, from the Saints. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, for good luck, as like a good luck charm. Yeah, I get it. I have OBJ on my. Oh, everyone, people in our league, they dropped OBJ when he had that season-ending injury, and I picked him up, put him on my IR spot, and everyone was like, "Why did you do that?" And it's just like I need a player coach on my bench, coaching the guys up, saying, "Hey, this is what you should be doing. This is what you shouldn't be doing."
Yeah.
And OBJ was my player coach this year. It's obviously all fun, but I get it. We answered Noah's questions, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Noah says mine show up first for me, but I think me and Alejandro sent messages in the chat like right at the same time. But we did answer his question.
Yeah, we did.
Awesome. Enrico says G-Man taking down the Ravens, big blue baby. Hey, you never know. It is our upset of the week, isn't it, Badaki?
Yeah, it's Ravens. Giants over Ravens, bro. I really hope. I really, really hope. If Danny Dimes is healthy, it's gonna open up everything. I'm ready for the game. I really hope they win. I really, really do.
Yeah, and I think just to clarify, this upset of the week is we just like to have fun with these ones. I think the reason we're picking the Giants is because they're in a state of desperation. So they really, really need to win. So it'll be fun to watch that game. Obviously, the Ravens are the favorites, to be very clear. All right, Elijah, what's up, my guy?
Is that Bernsey?
Elijah says... Oh, wait. Sorry, we have one last question from Liam. Sorry if it's tough. I've had many whiskeys. I love this. Would you trade OBJ in Dynasty? And if so, what range of players are you looking for? OBJ is a really, really hard one to gauge in a Dynasty scenario, Badaki, because OBJ, there's been a lot of talks of him potentially being traded next year because this team is potentially doing better without that. I don't want to call him distraction, but what do you think about this question?
The first person that literally popped into my head was Brandon Ayuk.
Oh my God. There's no way someone does that though. There's literally no way you get that value back.
There's no way, but that was the first person I thought of, and I was like, would I trade OBJ for Brandon Ayuk? And really fast, I said, yeah, I can probably do that. Because, I mean, one, is OBJ going to come back? Is he going to be back in time to play? Is he going to be on the same team? That's all the questions that went through my head in that quick second. I don't think that there's anyone else that I can think of. Right now. I mean, I can go through the list.
Well, let me answer some. Let me tell you some people. In Dynasty trades, you have to think so differently because what we knew last year is very different to what is happening now. So you may need to be a little bit hesitant trading a guy like OBJ because if he gets traded, I actually think it's better for him. I don't think his ceiling is very high in this offense. We've seen that. And the only person in your league who believes that his ceiling is high is trying to hype him up. Here's some people that I would feel comfortable. Oh, did I?
Yeah. So I'll just repeat whatever you said.
All I was saying is that I just don't think that his ceiling is very high. OBJ's ceiling is very high,
right?
On the Browns. So hopefully he gets traded for your scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But in Dynasty, you have to think different. And these are some people that I would trade OBJ for. I would trade him for. Now this is in the scenario that Will Fuller stays in Houston. I would trade for Will Fuller. I would trade OBJ for Will Fuller, and I think you can do that pretty easily. I would trade for Chase Claypool, Debo Samuel, Badaki. Is that someone that interests you, considering how he performed this year?
That's a hard one, but yeah, I think
What about a young guy like Jerry Judy? There's talent, but the quarterback play hasn't been there yet. Jerry Judy could be a good guy.
yeah.
Maybe
I'm
even like a
thinking
T. Higgins.
I'm thinking
T.
like
Higgins?
I'm thinking Cortland Sutton. People are
Yeah,
probably not into him because he's got hurt, but he had a lot more time to recover. I think I would rather have him. He's clearly the number one. The guy there, T. Higgins. I don't. Nah, I wouldn't do T. Higgins.
I would.
I like the Jerry Judys. I like the Jalen Rager. I like the Henry Ruggs. Those are the guys I think of when I try
Yeah.
to, because I think year two for them is gonna blossom for those guys.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That's all I can. That's
You
really
know,
all I can think of.
I think T. Higgins is another one that I know you said you didn't like it, but I love that for you if you could do that because it's pretty clear that he has that connection with Joe Burrow. And going forward, I think he's going to be more valuable. But the reality is, the last thing I want to say quickly on this dynasty trade question about OBJ is you got to be really careful trading in dynasty because he could be traded next year to a team who's a high pass volume team and his value could go up. So it's just, trading in dynasty is a little bit difficult, but hopefully that answers the question. Elijah says Russell Wilson or Jalen Hurts. We answered this earlier. I'm going Jalen Hurts, but Daki's going Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Um, I believe in the matchup Jalen Hurts has. Badaki believes Russell Wilson is a star. You start him, which is something we've talked about. Hopefully that helps. Thomas says all the time I get called a bandwagon or a Bucks fan, but I am loyal Pats fan. Looking forward to having a top 15 pick for the first time in 20 years and $170 million in cap. I love it.
Huge, bro.
I love it. Stay true. Stay loyal. And Thomas also said he just picked up Pollard for security purposes. Liam says, cool story, bro. I love Liam.
Joe Mixon was my team coach. I don't got a team coach, I wasn't about that this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Once again, we had the reserve spots, which we didn't really do. But anyways.
Zach Fortier, what's up, guys? He says, what are your thoughts on Keenan Allen this week? I think we have a saying for certain people, which is start your stars. And if Keenan Allen plays, I'm starting him.
Yeah.
Unless there's like an elite option as well, because he is an elite option. You feel the same way, right?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I know that like he kind of let you down last week because he was just like, oh, I'm gonna play, start him. You probably started him, and then it kind of went downhill from there. He had more time to rest. He didn't play the majority of the game. They were up. It was kind of a shootout essentially, but he rested. He has rested. I'm pretty sure he's. Did he practice in limited fashion at all this week? Did we see that?
He did practice limited today.
Okay. So I think that's him resting. He's gonna be chilling right now. I think he'll be okay for game time. I think he will get points. He will get over that 10-point threshold, I believe. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Jeez, excuse me. All right, guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We have been on here almost an hour and 40 minutes answering people's questions. So go ahead and drop a like for us if you could do that. That would be super appreciated. Just drop a like right now. It would mean a lot to us, and subscribe if you haven't. We are going to finish off these questions as long as no more come in and get out of here. But Liam says, I love Will Fuller, by the way. That interests me. I have a Judy jersey, therefore I won't draft him. And Sutton, he's major into. Yeah. I agree, man. All right. Enrico says Jacksonville cap space with Lawrence coming in could land someone like Fuller and Shark. That'd be a-okay.
Wow. They need a quarterback,
that would be cool. Well, they've
quote unquote Trevor
the Jets handed. This is what is so crazy to me, dude. Like, the GM or the owner of the Jets, Adam Gase has done his job getting you the one the one seed, sorry, the one first pick overall. And then his last parting gift is to just screw you over entirely. The Jets said, here's a Christmas gift for the Jaguars. You get the biggest talked about generational quarterback since Peyton Manning. And we are going to still be average unless I get Justin Fields. But yeah, it's a scenario that I could see happening for sure.
Yeah.
Will Fuller could land a lot of places. He's a really talented guy. But I actually like the idea of Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville over the Jets. I don't know. I just like that idea more.
Yeah. I can see it.
Yeah. Zach says I'm nervous. He was limited today. Yeah, if he's good, you play him. And we got some people talking about Enrico's question or comment, I guess. And Liam says, I'll post your page in my 12-man league. I love that, bro. Big love to you.
Wait, Liam, how did you find us, brother? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, I actually am really curious. How'd you find us, Liam? Because we're always trying to figure out where people find us from. We know we've got great content, just trying to find more people to go along this journey with, grow the community.
We
followed you.
Wait,
oh, that's weird. We don't actually follow people like on Instagram or anything. Interesting. But hey, you found us. That's what matters. Did you go follow anyone?
I didn't follow anyone.
Oh, okay.
Where did we on Instagram, Facebook? Not Facebook. We don't got Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, like was it Twitter or something? That's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Liam. Zach has a question. Sorry. Let's see. Pollard, Dobbins, Ahmed, or Mike Davis for the championship. I think that's actually a really difficult question, Badaki, because Dobbins has been pretty difficult to, I guess, gauge as of recently, hasn't he?
Yeah. Sheesh, bro. I don't know about Dobbins. I think here you have to. It's the same thing. If Zeke doesn't play, Pollard has the highest ceiling. Ahmed, just to break it down,
yeah.
Myles Gaskin is coming back, so we're not starting him if Myles Gaskin is back and he's playing. It's either Mike Davis or Tony Pollard.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Tony Pollard if Zeke doesn't play, and then my second option would probably be J.K. Dobbins.
Right.
All right.
I'm happy with that. Drew looks improved.
Okay. Nice. So Liam's liked our content from week 1. That's awesome. I love that, bro. So you were here from the beginning. You've been able to see it grow a little bit. All right. So we're going to answer 2 more questions, and then we're going to end the live stream. We're going to go hang out with our families. Christmas season.
Merry Christmas, guys.
So,
I hope you stay safe and get all the presents that you asked Santa for.
Yeah. All right, let's rapid fire through these questions to end, Badaki. YouTube record says pick one: Deontay, Zeke, Dobbins, or Hilton.
Deontay
is the answer. Yeah, this dude's been getting consistent targets literally the entire year, and I think I'm probably gonna lean Deontay as well.
Yeah. Over under 15 points for Chubb, Monty's, Sanders from Enrico.
Chubb over, Montgomery over, Sanders could go over as well.
Yeah, I think Chubb and Monty over under Sanders.
Yeah, I think if you're choosing 2, Chubb and Monty are the ones to choose. But Sanders is also a great start.
Yeah.
Thomas says, I really want Rob, Stafford, and Hunter Henry and Devontae Smith in draft. Yeah, bro. All right. We're going to answer the rest of these questions because we need to go hang out with our families. They're waiting for us. We've been on almost 2 hours, Badaki, but
crazy.
Let's quickly answer Zach's question. He says, Le'Veon Bell or David Johnson? I'm going Le'Veon Bell. You're going?
Le'Veon Bell.
Okay. Liam says, stay safe, and I mean that.
All love.
All love, bro. Stay safe.
Huge.
Enrico says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, my
Merry
dude.
Christmas.
Merry Chrysler. Merry Christmas. All right, Chase, you're going to be our last question that we're going to answer on the live stream. You got in just on time, and he says pick 2 impossible flex. McKissick, Jacobs, Bowden Jr., Pollard.
Oh,
If we're picking 2, Josh Jacobs and Pollard if Gibson plays.
yeah. So I'm assuming 2 running backs and a flex. Yeah. So Jacobs, Pollard as your running backs, and McKissick is flex. Doesn't really matter the order. Those are the 3 guys I'm picking.
Yeah, not Bowden. We're not playing Bowden in most scenarios, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Pollard's only going to start if Zeke is out, just to clarify.
Correct.
But all right, guys, that is all from us on the live stream today. Just drop a subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Drop a like. That would mean a lot. And we do this every Saturday. So
Yeah.
glad to have you guys. We had tons of questions. We're going to go hang out with our families. Have some hot cocoa around the fire. I don't know, watch a movie, whatever it might be. But all love and
All
Merry
love.
Christmas to all of you. Badaki, do you want to say anything to finish us off here?
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. If you love what we do here, patreon.com/FantasyLand fam. All the links are in our social, are in the description and YouTube. Check it out. And not just for this year, think about next year. If you want to put it in your budget, whatever the case may be, we really appreciate you guys answering or dropping all these questions and for us to come to give you good fantasy football content. Obviously, football season's almost over, but we're gearing up for year 2. I hope you guys can stay tuned for that. We're just really excited.
Yeah, all love, guys. Seriously appreciate all of you.
Yeah.
So
huge love. Thank you guys. Later.
Peace.